What's this?
Leverage.
For what?
To get things moving.
Who are you?
Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the show. This is Drew, or I am Drew rather. When it comes to video, what a lot of people think is they're just making a video. But in fact, video is more than just a moving picture, if you will. It is actually an asset. To put it another way, video is leverage, right? Because it is something that you can use and it's very versatile. So and that is what we're going to be talking about today. What ways can you leverage video, whether you are a content creator or let's say you are running a business, you're building your own brand. What can you do with video and to leverage it to the best of your ability so that way you can get the most out of your video content, and of course that will help you get even more people added to your email list if you're trying to like you have like a landing page or something, or get just grow your business online, or you're just trying to grow your YouTube channel and you want to grow your audience, right? I've spoken about this before. If you're starting out or it's been a while and you are getting back into content creation, start with something kind of simple like some simple format for a video or like topics or something like that, and just bang out a bunch of videos, because those first few videos probably are going to suck, regardless if you're just starting or it's been like a long time. So it's just best to kind of know that going in. It's all about building up that consistency again. But also the other thing to bear in mind is when you are making these videos is a great way to practice getting in this habit and systematizing your YouTube content your way. So like, for example, you could have a template for your YouTube description and your titles, right? And so, starting those first few videos, it would be a great way to kind of streamline that process. That way you get it more dialed in and more polished. And I think that will help a lot too. Also, those first few videos are a great way to, gauge, what kind of content or how you're setting up your content in the editing room, how that's kind of translating in the analytics, and then that can kind of help you out, in terms of like, okay, I know that I need to be working on my intro. It needs to be more attention grabbing because people are dropping off in the beginning, like at 15 seconds. So like, what can I do to get people to continue watching? So I think those things can really help you a lot when it comes to creating video content, especially on YouTube. Definitely see it as an opportunity, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't know where this next customer for your or next subscriber is going to come from, right? You don't know where exactly they're going to come from. And so if you treat every video you're making like it's an opportunity to get in front of the right person and to help the right person, then you'll soon find that you'll be getting comments, you'll be getting a lot more attention and things like that. Another thing to remember at the end of the day as well is that the more videos you put out on YouTube, the closer you will get to hitting 1,000 subscribers, right? If you don't put out any video content, like, it's definitely not gonna happen, right? You're not gonna get that if you don't put out the video content, and especially consistently. Like that's one of the secret keys. So it's just, that's the way I also look at it, is like, this is also an opportunity, because I don't know, again, you don't know what video is going to blow up and get you a bunch of views and new subscribers. So at the end of the day, it's like, if you treat it like, oh, this could be one step closer to that goal. And I just think it's kind of having that right mindset. And then also on the flip side, on the business side, using videos, even if you're not using videos so much on YouTube, video is for business is a great way to streamline the lead acquisition for your business. It's a fantastic vehicle for getting leads. It's like one of the most powerful ways to get leads, especially if you're running any sort of email marketing and you have a landing page and you want the landing page to convert. Video is your best friend, especially if you're taking advantage of YouTube and you're setting up your YouTube videos correctly with the description and the title, and then making sure in your description you have links, to join and to subscribe to your email newsletter or whatever it is. Or it could be your affiliate links to your affiliate products, right? And the beautiful thing, and I've talked about this before, but for business owners especially, a great way to get ROI from your video content is to just use the video content you already have, throw an Opus clip, or go on Fiverr, hire someone to like re-edit one of your older videos into like reels or into a highlight film, whatever you want, and then put it back out there as like a Throwback Thursday video or whatever you want. And then oftentimes that will be a great way to re-engage, that audience that you're looking to attract, right? So I think that can be a fantastic way to go about that, and is to especially if it's podcast, definitely find fun ways to repurpose that, creative ways to do that, and all that jazz. I think a fantastic and overlooked way for a lot of smaller businesses to attract more leads is actually through podcasts. And what is cool is oftentimes these businesses can get people who fit their ideal client profile or avatar, whatever the terminology is. They can get the people who are a good fit for that as guests. So that can be a great opportunity for businesses to leverage video. And again, it can be simple. It could be as simple as using Riverside.fm or my favorite, Squadcast.fm. Use something like that where it's all virtual. You can record it and then just post it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. So highly recommend that. I think that's a fantastic way to get more leverage and get more ROI out of your video content, especially if you're turning it into reels and short form content for your YouTube shorts, for your TikTok, for your Instagram. If you do that, you're going to get even more leverage out of it. The more you can turn one piece of content into many, the more leverage you're going to get out of it, right? So that's another important thing to know here as well. Another great way that video can add some leverage into businesses is by improving the customer journey. What is so cool is you can, again, repurpose older videos, kind of remix them, and put those on various stages in the customer journey on your website. Or if you're doing something with like mobile, right, you can use videos in clever ways, especially if they're opting in, like they're in your landing page and they're downloading a free gift or something of that nature, right? The videos can be a great way to guide them through that and to get them to build trust with you, right? Because you're using the video as a way to build trust. And that also can be a powerful way to upsell too, right? If you have some sort of membership that's paid and you want them to join it, right? Video would be a great way to not only build trust, but also to persuade them if they're interested. So video can be a fantastic way, again, for improving the customer journey. Adding video through that process of booking a call can also improve reduce the amount of people who are no-shows or being flaky when it comes to booking calls for your business. Video content is fantastic at adding leverage, whether you are just simply creating content to build your brand, or you are using video content more from a business perspective, more using the video content as a way to generate leads, get more customers, things of that nature. My good friend Casey Eberhardt said, which is that video content is like a dividend paying stock, and it just will pay you over time, especially if you again you optimize the video correctly, you have strategy behind it. And so video can be a fantastic way to leverage your, not only your personal brand, but also it can be very, very powerful again for your business. The sky's the limit when it comes to how much leverage video content can give to your brand, to your business, and help you just build trust, build you to be this expert that you are, and connect you to more people in a way that is just on a different level. It's just on a different level than compared to just meeting people at a networking event, or just chatting a random people on LinkedIn or Facebook. It's like video just puts you in a different light and connects you with people you can't otherwise imagine. And again, the more conversations you have with people, the closer you are to getting more leads, getting more customers, getting more subscribers for your brand, for your business. You're just one conversation away. But anyway, thank you so much. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to subscribe to this wonderful channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, feel free to check out my business podcast, the Business Origin Story podcast, over here, or it's somewhere. Feel free to check that out. I greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to that as well. Right? You'll love it. We have some very diverse group of business owners, entrepreneurs on there. More people coming soon. So if you're interested, please let me know. Would love to have you on. And more tutorials and things like that in the works coming soon. Thank you so much again. And as always, stay classy.